Hi everyone, welcome to the next round from Heywood. I was white against Kevin Winter 147 ECF, and he is a god at simmels because he has beaten Arkle and Short and John with Bronstein, which of course makes him very good at simmels. So it's going to be a tough game, I guess. I played E4 and I expected a Philidors, but he played Scandinavian, which surprised me. But I surprised him back, as you're going to see, with the Rook B1 sideline. Just a shame I forgot how to play it myself, because after C6 you never played D4, you played D3 instead. You played B4 in this position, Queen C7, then G3, supporting Bishop F4 later, attacking the Queen, Bishop G2, B5, etc. And white gets a good position. For more details, please check out the Rook B1 Scandinavian on Brandon's old channel. I played D4, which is not in the spirit of the position. Bishop F5, G2. I do play the rest of the moves actually quite well. We'll go over the start. It's quite a long game this, and it gets very, very exciting and very tactical. But actually that's actually inaccurate, because he actually could have played Bishop E4, which he luckily didn't play. Got to play Rook G1 then, because the knight's pinned. So inaccurate move orders as well. So as usual I mess up an opening, but luckily for once it wasn't punished. He's playing solid. Maybe I'm not sure. This is very solid for him. This usually a lot more aggressive, and I decided to get on with my plan of B4 Be5. So he plays A6, and I got A4. I know, of course, the next few moves I get the two bishops and a massive space advantage, but converting to something more tangible is something you need to be a stronger player for. After knight D5, you saw me game against Richard Desmond. When you're playing against a Scandinavian, you usually have a lot more space. You want to avoid piece swaps. Knight E4, he actually took it off. But of course, now I get the two bishops pointing at his king. Knight D7, C4, kick the knight, get rid of the D5 square. These pawns are very aesthetically pleasing on A4, B4, C4, and D4. Rook C8, Bishop C3. So the point is, I was worried he might play E5 and get some counterplay, so I decided to try and stop all his counterplay before getting with an attack. Rook E8, and now I blundered actually. I played Queen D3, and he missed luckily. Knight E5, winning the C4 pawn. Not good. Because at pin, another pin which I've missed in this game, we both missed. We just played Bishop F8, so his plan is to fianchetto his bishop so his king side's more solid, ready for the oncoming onslaught. Because I played F4 next, which stops any E5 tricks. I had seen that before. And after Queen C7 I played H3, so I can play G4 without allowing the knight to come into G4. So I'm starting to get a promising position, but he never played B5, which would be quite a good opening the Queen side. So takes, never take, Queen takes, it's pawn sack. But after knight B6 he gets very good counterplay. So maybe I should play, if I play C5 in this position he gets D5 square. And if I play A5 he will also get the D5 square. So it's quite a nice idea, which I'm surprised he didn't play. After G6 I play G4. Get an open hack attack for Qd8. Knight G3. Bishop G7, and now G5, very strong move, forcing the knight back to E8, and then play C5, which does give the D5 square back, but otherwise he was going to play knight D6. So now his knight's completely locked out of the game. It's like I'm playing a piece up. He played B6, trying to undermine my position. I played Queen E3, another good move. Bishop F8, and then I played A5. So my point of this is I'm trying to block up the queen side so that you can't get any counterplay there, and then slowly crush him on the king side with H4, H5. So we played B5, which I was glad about. I played H4, Knight G7. Now I played my first, apart from missing some pins at the start, I played my first bad move since then. Over the course of this game in general, I've played it really well, nullifying his counterplay and building up a space advantage, but Knight E4 was a very bad move, allowing his knight to come into F5 with tempo. I should keep the knight in G3 and play something else, maybe just Rook B1, and then if his knight ever comes to F5 I can just take it off and double the pawns around his king. Yes, because he has to take this way, because if he takes this way then d5 is very strong. And this is of course very good for white. But I played knight e4, allowing knight f5. I thought this wasn't a problem. On queen h3, he played bishop g7, bd1, protecting d4 again. But now d4 is actually very weak as well, and I can't get rid of that knight easily. Knight f8, and then I played a blunder. Actually, I played knight f6 check, which just drops a pawn. Because bishop takes f6, g6 f6. I thought that now if I can open this position up on the king side, my two bishops will overwhelm his king. But I'm really surprised he didn't just play knight d7. If he did that, I was going to sack a pawn with d5, but I don't think it's very good. I'll do something similar in the game actually, but this position is not strong. This is fine for black. After rook d7, I played d5 and sacked a pawn. It's quite sound actually. The idea is to get f6 protected so I can use this pawn to create some potential mating threats around his king. It also increases the scope of my piece, my c3 bishop, and opens up the e file. So it's very strong pawn sacrifice this. And it's not like me to play good sacrifice. You can take with both the C and the E way. Actually, rook takes d5, I'm surprised. Maybe it might have been considered, because if I play bishop takes d5, so after this continuation, I've lost my defensive bishop around my king, so if I can get his pieces back, I could be in trouble. It should have been quite good. But he played e takes d5 because he didn't want to play c takes d5 to give me a pass pawn. I played bishop e5, the only logical follow up, otherwise he plays d4 and locks my bishop out. It's queen d8, h5, knight e6, h takes g6, h takes g6, maybe f7 check ideas, potentially liberating the bishop, d3, preparing to bring the rook to the h file. He played rook f7, stopping any f7 check cheapos. And I played an interesting move now, I played bishop e4. And now this is where it gets very interesting, because there's potential sacks actually. In fact, he didn't play. I think he has to play sack in this position. My idea is to get rid of that defensive knight. I feel if I get rid of the f5 now, I'll probably win. But he could have played. First one was d takes e4, giving the queen up. Because remember he's already pawn up, so rook and piece and the pawn is equivalent to a queen. I thought this was quite dangerous with rook d3, maybe counter attack. Queen b3 hitting the knight. d5 blocking it. I think black's got a good position here. And even I've sacked that for him, he definitely play with rook takes f6. Getting up the exchange to get rid of that passed pawn. No, but I can play bishop takes f5, queen takes, g takes, king f2. Black's got two pawns and a knight for the exchange, but my rooks are quite strong, so I think this is a bit better for white. But that d5 pawn's protected and passed as well. There's a couple of passed pawns. So this is good for black as well. But he played queen d7 and didn't sack, which really surprised me given how much of a hacker he is. We played each other in a rapid play once, and he sacked a piece against me and throwing pawns at my king really early on, and I managed to win his queen, but it was a very dangerous game. And now this is a horrific blunder, because I now play bishop takes f5, g takes f5, and then a very strong move, g3 check, not taking the pawn. Now we played king h8, and this was move 40 by the way, so now we both had I think 5 or 10 minutes left, so we've got about half an hour left on clock for the whole game, which although seems like quite a lot of time, the position gets so complicated, we need like 4 and CL, we get like over an hour. Because now I missed a forced win. I just took the pawn and f5 quickly, not wanting to get into any kind of time pressure. But there's 2 wins in this position. If you want to try and spot them, please stop the video now. Basically the idea is to get a piece of the H file, and also to try and shift the rook and f7 out of the way, so f7 check wins. So you can either play rook f2 or king f2. So the point is just to play, it's just a quiet move, rook h2 next, and then queen takes h7 check. That's the idea, which I didn't see. And what does black do? Or you just play queen takes f5. The idea is just to hack h7 off the board. So say d4 for argument's sake, rook h2. So let's say it's a d3. Well, if he plays d3, say we play, this is the mating combination, f7. I mean, how beautiful is that? So now there isn't a defense to that actually. And another option was king f2, which I think is just as strong. Let's say d4, we can sack immediately on h7. Rook takes h7, because if king takes h7, we have a lot more checkmate, which is the idea of king f2. And now that clears the path for f7 check, and after the knight blocks, because if the rook blocks, again we have mate in 1. We play rook takes g7. And this is like it's going to mate the black king. The only move to avoid mate is queen takes f7, which is obviously lost. Because if rook takes, again rook h1's mate, beautiful. But this is very hard to calculate. I just played queen takes f5, and now he's still winning. His best shot was rook g8. So rook takes g8, king takes g8, play king h2, clearing the path to g file so he gets out of the way. Now we just play rook g1 anyway. I think I'm too fast in this position. Let's see, queen e8, no, queen h5. That's very strong for white. So we should be winning this. But now we saw a tactic in this position, and he played knight takes c5, which looks like a good tactic, stealing an important pawn. But it's forced win number 2 I missed. So if you want to try and spot it, please stop video now. Yeah, this one's absolutely beautiful, and it's the same theme as before. You play queen takes h7 check, so I've missed another queen sack. If rook takes h7, we have 7 check. Rook has to block. We'll take the rook, not this way. Take the bishop. The king has to go here, and then we play king g2 with mate on h1 coming up. If rook takes h7, then that's just as bad because we have f7 check, and this is a mate, forcing mate. This we have to play rook g7, which also gets taken. And again we have the similar pattern as before. King is going to be mated. I played queen h5 thinking I still had some strong threats. I was looking at queen sacks a lot, but the problem is now after knight e4, but this holds black's position together, and black is a pawn up now as well. I played rook g7, which I thought was crushing, but the problem is after it takes, this pawn's actually in my way. I played f5. I was worried of queen e6 to g6 idea, swapping the queens off. I played queen f7, challenging my queen, which moved back to g4. But now black's better now. Actually, I've lost my tactical light because it ran out completely. This pawn's a nuisance. I don't know my hope of this game, even though I'm pawn down. The only compensation is I've got 2 connected pass pawns. But this is not good. This. And both players getting short on time because it's very complicated. With about 20 people watching as well. He offered a couple of draws as well around this pawn, which I declined because I was up on clock and I thought I was still winning for some reason. But even now my king's actually the more exposed. So it's a bit stupid not to take the draw. But now that's a bad move because I play f6 for tempo, and I was hoping he'd fall for this. I thought he was going to play this. I used take. End of checks, and there is no way to stop f7 mating. But unluckily for me, that loss of tempo isn't that bad. And for some reason, I thought queen h5, but in this position, but it obviously doesn't work. The queen sack, by the way, I love the queen sack in this position, but it fails very badly because the king has g6. So I played king h1 just to wait a move if I ever lost on time. And I came back to e4. And now this is actually a blunder. I missed another win actually. Queen g6, queen h6 just wins, I think. Let's look at some. I'm not sure what the friendly threat is, just to play rook h4. So knight takes f6 is actually giving us the best speed, which is obviously losing. So what's the threat? I think it must be used for rook h4. Let's just give a token move. c5. Yeah, it's just rook h4 mating. Yeah, that's quite a devastating threat actually. There isn't any checks. Knight h5, f5, and again, black's got the same problems. But this is very sharp stuff, this. I played rook f5, again, trying to get the rook to h5, and So knight d2, I played rook h5, and after queen g6, rook takes h7. I figured out, although it looks stronger, if queen takes h7, we've got f7, and then that wins the queen. So I'd seen that, but the problem is he doesn't have to take, and my king's actually far too open now, and he has rook e1 check actually. Got to take it, or I get mated. If I don't take it, I get mated. I'll lose the queen. And then my rook goes with check. King has to go to g2, and my king, I can't have the perpetuals, my king's that open. So that doesn't work sadly. I played rook g5, allowing the queens to come off, which is obviously not good. But I figured out I could hold this because I've got two connected passed pawns. His king can't do anything. But I blundered with rook e5, and in an extreme time pressure, we both had he had about 2 minutes left. I had 3 or 4 minutes. He just missed knight takes f6, which should just win. I took the rook. This isn't the end of the game actually. I stopped recording now at this point. Can't remember the rest. c5 seems to win for black. But a few moves later, he just got a greed drawn. We're both very low on time, and it's been a very wild game, which I should have generally have won. But he did have a few chances as well. To be fair, it was a very strewn game, but a very exciting one for the neutrals. I meant another disappointing draw, which means I'm only on 1 out of 2. So it looks like the last 3 games are must win. But I hope you enjoyed this hack up between 2 hackers, and please leave any comments and thoughts. Thanks very much.